Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, Patsun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/relationship advice, where OP found a really interesting credit card statement. Let's begin. I found 2 local hotel charges on my wife's credit card. Been together for 14 years, married for 10. I'm going to leave her, but I'm not sure what I should do first. Posted by Reddit user Fool or Not.
More details. I have suspected her cheating for some time now. My issue isn't the heartache of leaving, it's that we're in financial ruin because of her. I just need to know what I should do first here. I can go to my parents, they're local and my mother watches our 2 kids while we're both at work. My obvious goal in all of this is to retain custody of our children. How to initiate what are these charges for conversation, along with some greeting cards I have found. I have no access to her email or phone, as I don't know any of her passwords. I don't want to jump the gun on this and put myself in a situation to lose my children. Please help, just found the charges today, so I'm in kind of a panic mode right now.
OP. Take a deep breath, say nothing, act normal. Go see a lawyer and do what they say. The lawyers might advise you to take only half of your money from your bank accounts when you are ready to file. Quietly collect your most important personal documents, like passports, birth certificates, IDs, etc. Secure them in a safe place. Don't tip your hand or she will change her behavior. She is comfy and sloppy right now. This is a chance for you if you want to go pro-revenge. You have the advantages, so keep it that way. Depending on the laws of your country, it might make a difference if you can hire a private investigator and prove that she is, without any doubt, having an affair. Again, consult your lawyer. Get a voice recorder if possible, just in case things get heated. It probably won't save you in divorce court, but it will definitely help you keep out of jail, just in case that she decides to lie to the police about domestic violence. If you really want to go the extra mile, then installing a voice recorder in her vehicle is also another option. You can even get a burner phone and put it on her car with device tracking enabled. But before doing any of that, look up recording laws in your country. Just make sure it's a one-party consent. You don't want to break any laws here. In some places, it's illegal to record someone in private residence. The mentality being that's where people have a reasonable expectation of privacy and it should not be trespassed, even if that is your own residence. While it's unlikely you'd be charged, if it's illegal, it might be able to give some weight in the custody decision. Now, for OP's update.
I know there was a ton of advice given to me. I couldn't keep acting like nothing was wrong. I asked her about the charges, she denied them at first, but ultimately broke down and admitted to it. Long story short is, it looks like it's been going on for at least a year. My next issue here is, I'm not furious, I'm not angry, I'm sad. I didn't kick her out, I stayed calm the entire time as we have kids, and I don't want to screw them up. We're being very civil with each other, but it's really hard seeing her. Of course, she's begging for me to forgive her and take her back. She'll prove to me that no matter what, she'll change. I am obviously extremely skeptical. Actually, I don't believe a word of it. My problem is there are moments where all I want to do is break down and hug her and say whatever it is, what it is, let's move on. I know that sounds ridiculous. I also know that I will never get the thoughts of what she did out of my head, and I will never trust her again. I feel like everything is a dream, and it's not really happening. Not sure what to do next, not expecting an answer from you all obviously. Just needing a forum to get my thoughts out. Thanks everyone for the previous advice, even though I don't think I took any of it.
OP, come on. Remember that you posted here in r/relationship advice. So regardless if you want advice or not, well, we're gonna do it anyway. So, she wasn't sorry. She's upset because you found out about her affair. She didn't want to stop. The affair kept going on for at least a year. Nothing changed besides her realizing she couldn't have both of you anymore. She's only sorry that she got caught, and she's hoping you're stupid enough to give her another chance. Remember, 1 year, OP, 1 year of your wife fucking another guy. Every moment you thought was special for that year, she was with someone else. Hell, I'm sure this wasn't even her first affair. Remember, you guys were together for 14 years. She was blissfully going on about her life, betraying you and lying to you every day until she got caught. She will do it again, OP, especially when she thinks she can get away with it. It's not ridiculous to want to hug and forgive someone you love, even though they hurt and betrayed you. That's normal, OP. You're grieving. It's totally understandable for you to want things to go back to normal. But do you know what will be ridiculous, OP? You actually taking her back. Now that will be a ridiculous and stupid decision. The best advice I can give you is to devote tons of love for yourself and your children, especially through this trying time of your life. Consult with every decent attorney in your area. Doing so will protect your assets, children, and interests in the future, should your wife be the one to file for divorce. Just remember, no one deserves this situation, and their actions say a lot about them and zero about you. Good luck, OP. Now, for today's second story. Help with cheating wife. Posted by Reddit user Why Does She Cheat?
Hi all, throwaway account here. I guess I'm looking for some advice. I started dating a girl I was enthralled with about 5 years ago. She seemed like a hard worker, very ambitious, looked like she wanted to be on the right path. I'm a business owner myself, so this was very important to me. We were very happy, everything seemed great. I proposed after a year and a bit of dating, to which of course she replied yes. The date was set, and we were to be married 2 years later, just last year. For the time we were dating, engaged, and married, I took care of everything. I put her through school to change careers, bought her a new vehicle. I already owned my house, but I bought others for revenue income. About 2 years into our relationship, she came to tell me that she just did not want to be a professional. She wanted a regular job with no stress and low pay. I told her that if that's what makes her happy, then do that, and I will take care of our life as we know it. I am fortunate enough that I make enough money to live the life we wanted, to live without needing a second income. She switched jobs to be an admin assistant, and all the money she made was kept just for her spending money, clothes, groceries, and anything else she wanted. Everything was good, up until 2 months ago. Things started to go a bit weird in January. She seemed to be going out for drinks a lot for a girl who never drank before. I got a bad feeling about it, so I started doing some investigation. Turns out she had been sleeping with her boss. After finding out, I booked her a flight back to where her family is, 26-hour drive from where we lived, gave her 2 hours to pack her stuff, and drove her to the airport. I guess I just don't know what to do now. I am in the process of finalizing a separation agreement. I had a prenup that covered my business, possessions, and personal home, as well as my income, and eliminated the option of spousal support. The only thing that she has claim to is my rental properties, and because they are recent, there is very little equity in them. My plan, as horrible as it may be, is to ensure she gets nothing from this divorce. I feel like I have been used for years, and I cannot allow her to profit from her decisions. Due to the situation, it would actually cost her more to fight me for her share than she would ever get if she won. Now here's the trouble. I feel terrible. I feel taken advantage of, worthless, and undesirable to be cheated on in the first place. I also feel terrible that I sent her back to an area where welfare is rampant and she doesn't have a hope in hell of achieving the way of life she lived while with me. She left with the clothes on her back and her closet, and that's about it. I will let her keep her wedding ring, worth the amount of a new car, but that is all. I just can't get over these feelings, and I guess that's what I'm looking for help with. How do I get back to normal again? I gave her everything, and she cheated on me. How do you trust people? I also think it's important to point out that this was not her first time cheating. I only found out about the other time once this one came to light. She had also cheated only a few months into dating me while she was away for a trip. For a young and successful person, I feel about 3 inches tall. Any advice would be helpful. I have never been so full of anger before, just to back it up with overwhelming sadness. My life plan has been forever altered. She was my life, but I cannot get over cheating. The violation of trust and the disrespect you would have to do it in the first place are just too much. So, tell me Reddit. Where the hell do I go from here? TLDR. Met seemingly nice girl. Married her. Was subsequently cheated on and now feel like a piece of shit.
Well, OP, you definitely got used. You're 100% correct on that part. But the good news is, it seems you have your finances covered. So I don't think I need to comment on this too much. But just to be safe, OP, hire a good lawyer that can make sure she gets nothing and you can send her back to the shithole she came from. But on the emotional side, I think you have to recognize that this is not your fault. You didn't force her into cheating. Hell, you didn't even ask her to work. You said it yourself, OP. You're young, successful, and have a very good income. You're a high value target for lazy, narcissistic gold diggers. At least now you learned your lesson. You definitely won't fall for that shit again. At least I hope so. Giving her the wedding ring is a classy thing to do. After all, that will probably be the only thing of value that she will ever own. The saying time heals isn't all true. It will never truly heal, but you'll be able to accept it as part of your past and finally move on. For now, focus on yourself and your own mental health. You want to make yourself strong because I have a feeling she will try to crawl back to you with some ridiculous sob story about how terrible her life is now. You need to be emotionally strong to tell her to fuck off. You also don't have to carry this over into another relationship. Talking about things truly helps. The more you talk about it, the better you will feel overall. If you try to bottle it up, it will just cause problems in the future. So I definitely recommend you getting some sort of therapy. You need to be strong and professional as the face of your company. But personally, you need to allow yourself to relax, to grieve for the loss of your relationship and wasted time. You seem to have your shit together, so there's no doubt that you will find someone that truly deserves you. Just like how I don't doubt that you will consider donating to me, your host PattSun. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.